Hey guys, Kurt from Time Machine Transport. Been a long day. We had a subscriber that asked me if I'd do a video, and I'm a wreck. Anyways, I had a subscriber that asked me if I'd do a video on tarping. So I'm hoping I can hit the pause button and my phone doesn't shut off, because then I have to do another video. This is for Josh. Anyways, it's been a long day. So I delivered, today is Tuesday, April 20th, 2021. Been a long day. And it's funny because this is what, if you guys look at my ELD, been a long day. Very, very long day. So they end up having us wait. It was me and another truck over in San Diego at that defense contractor, but it took forever. And I'm in Placer City, California, and I got to deliver this to this drywall that's going to transfer from USG to another USG plant up in Minnesota, and I got to be there Thursday night or Thursday late afternoon, last by COB, as we say in the military, close of business, or first thing Friday morning. Then I'm picking up a load out of Wisconsin going over to Washington. So, but people say all we do is drive, right? That's all we do. So I'm a wreck. I'm dirty. But anyways, I'm gonna do this for Josh. And like I said, I'm hoping that I can, my phone won't freaking, when I had a blowout over in Washington last trip out, it blew off that rain flap or mud flap, whatever. I got to replace that. Anyways, a lot of people don't know this, but when you do and I'm really surprised that the amount of people that have been doing this for a while, I still see it going down the road, but on your last securement and your very, very front securement, you need another securement within 5 feet. You have to have another one. And believe it or not, I've seen a lot of people rolling like that. So anyways, I am going to, somebody stole one of my 4-footers, believe it or not. So I have 2 8-footers and a 4-footer. So I'm going to do a 4-footer on the back. I lifted it up there already. And I'm going to do an 8-footer in the front. This is for Josh, and I'll show you how we cigarette roll. So if my phone cuts out, it might be part 1, 2 or 3 of 2 or 3 videos. But anyways, I don't want to bore you guys with this, so I'm going to pause it until I get to the cigarette roll part. But this is for Josh. All right, guys. That probably took me literally not even 10 minutes to unroll them or whatever. Now, believe it or not, I saw one guy my whole entire time doing this that actually, when you tarp, your rear tarp needs to be laid down first. So you go up top and you unroll it, then you unfold it first. And then you go from the front and you unroll it this way to overlap the rear tarp. And I know people would be like, oh, no, duh. Well, believe it or not, there was a guy I saw over in Wisconsin. He was like a Puerto Rican or Guatemalan dude. Anyways, he didn't really speak good English, but I saw him and his rear tarp was flapped over his front tarp. So the seam was right there. Well, what happens is when you start driving, the wind's going to catch that and it's going to blow up like a parachute, right? So I saw him doing it. He already had them laid out. And I went over there and I said, hey, I'm not trying to get in your business. However, so I showed him mine. And he's like, oh, thank you, my friend. So try to help other drivers out, man. Don't be a hater. We're all rookies, man. Still, these drivers out here think, oh, they know their shit, whatever. But so anyways, I'm going to go ahead. Like I said, somebody clipped my other 4-footer, which sucks. So, but I wasn't going to run 2 8-footers on this. So anyways, and I don't have a rear flap on this one. So, but I will go ahead, put this down. This is for Josh. So you can see how to cigarette roll and how to secure it. That my way may not be your way. However, my way works for me. So this is for Josh. I never thought I would do this, but I helped brother out. So he's having a problem with some tarpon. So anyways. All right, so I failed to mention what I was doing here, so I got to do this for Josh. So what I do is I take, let me see if I can change it here. Shoot, take off my glove. Sorry, I'm trying to do everything with gloves. Anyways, I take a bungee from there to there and there to there to hold it taut. And then, Josh, say for instance, your back tarp was short. Like this one here literally goes all the way underneath here, right to here. So I don't have to worry about it on this one. But say for instance, your rear tarp came to here at the seam. You're gonna wanna grab the D-hook, right? And you're gonna wanna pull it. You're gonna wanna connect a bungee cord to here and pull it like I have the front ones. You're going to want to pull it this way. That way it stays taut underneath that front tarp. All right, here we go. I got to grab a couple bungees. Like I said, this is for guys or gals that know how to tarp. You're not going to watch this anyway, so. All right, what I do is I take 3 bungees and I just throw them over my shoulder. And what I'll do is I normally start from the front, and can you see that? Cigarette roll it. So what I'm doing is, Josh, is I'm rolling it underneath itself, like that, on the inside. So it's going to be rolling, you see that? It's going to be rolling like that. Okay? Let's see if I can set this up a little better for you, so you can see it. All right. And I bring it out like this so I can get it tight. And then I just roll it. And then I take one of my bungees. Because I only have an 8-foot wide trailer, I can't go up because the pallet is on my rub rail, so I gotta just basically fasten it like that. All right, let's try this one. Excuse my sweat, fat guy's sweat. right, Josh. So I did the front first, right? So that's the way your cigarette roll is going to look like on the inside. And then I went ahead and did the back. And this is just rough right now. I'll show you what the final looks like. And you can see my 4-footer hung down past my rub. So I tucked it up in this one as I was rolling it. So that's the way it's going to look. So I did the front first, and then I do the back. And then as you saw, I did the middle, and then I did half of that, and then half of that. And that took all the slack up out of it, okay? Now I'll go to the other side. Hopefully I have something I can put it on. I think there's a ladder over there. Yeah, I could put it on this ladder. Hopefully. What the fuck? All right, let's see. We'll put it on here so you can see. Sure. Oh, shit. Close. I didn't want to do the Michael Jackson. Woo-hoo. So I need my gloves and my work. I know it's probably one of the sloppiest videos, but anyways, you can see how I did it there, Josh. And then what I'll do is I'll clean up this 4-footer the same way. I'll tuck it all in, cigarette roll, and then I'll put a couple bungees. And then on this right here, I'm gonna fold this over like a nice Christmas present. And I'm a horrible Christmas present wrapper, but it's gonna look essentially something like that. So I'm gonna clean up the other side and then clean up this side. And you can see my flap right there stays right where it's at on my front. If it were my rear, you can do it different ways. Well, on this one here, I personally like just running it to the corner like that. Some guys will overrun it like it's supposed to. But what I'll do is I'll run a bungee from that corner to that corner, and then from that corner down to that corner, and then maybe one in the middle, depending. And then what I'll do is I'll pull my flap down. I'll do a video on it, or I'll do more on it. So I'm gonna pause it and get back to work. Okay, Josh. I got the passenger side all done. All right, so your back's gonna look like that. I gotta fix that little wrinkle there. Anyways, it's like a Christmas present. So I just gotta clean up these edges. And then this side. So what you want to do is on your rear, you want to bring it all the way back and get that slack out of there. All right, and you want to have minimal bulges, because anywhere there's a bulge you can get air in there, and that's what's going to open you up. So the more bungees you can use, the better off you are. So that's pretty much it. I'll probably pause it one more time because I got to do the front yet. And then when you're going down the road, you can see if you're getting some air in one of those. And then what I'll do is I'll just add one here and there after I roll. But like I said, that's the goal, is to use as many bungees as possible. Now, also, say for instance, again, your back goes only this far underneath there. You're going to want to throw a 2-inch or a 4-inch strap all the way over that top, all the way over that seam to just hold it nice and tight to the load so you don't get any air in there. Okay, because you know, if it only overlaps, you know, say this far, and you're going down the road and she starts to get air underneath there, that back tarp can pop out. So always run a strap over your seam if you don't have much under that point. So I'm going to clean up this edge here, or this side, and then I'll do a final video of the whole thing tarped. All right, Josh, so just about all done. Now this is probably taking me a tarp job for a full trailer. I mean, 8-footers all the way across. If it's really high and it's different size and everything, it takes you probably, to do a good tarp job, probably an hour and a half, 2 hours. Something like this. I normally take my time to tarp, man. It's not a race for me, man. It's really not. So anyways, what I did was I took the flap down, and like I said, I folded over. Some people, they do this part underneath this part. I do the front this way, and I'll do the back the same way normally. But anyways, what I do is I'll draw it tight on the bottom, and then what I'll do is I'll cigarette roll this. So I'll cigarette roll this side all the way to here, and then I'll put a bungee and I'll pull it, not super hard, because if you do, you'll pull the slack out of that side. So you just cigarette roll like I did the tarp there. It just goes underneath like so. So I'll cigarette roll this. Now the key to this is having this already all tight, so it doesn't move on you. So I'll cigarette roll this all the way to here, and then I'll put a bungee on it, and I'll just pull it, not super tight, but just enough to keep it taut. And then I'll go on the other side and I'll do the same thing. And then normally there's some more slack on this side, so then I'll re-roll it and I'll tuck it up in there. And then I'll just wrap a couple bungees here and here. So, like I said, man, the key, well, there's a lot of keys in tarping, I guess, but the key is to keep it, obviously, so it's not a balloon. And a lot of bungees, man. And the less areas you have for air to get in, the better off you are. So that's it, man. And then anywhere, like, I mean, I'll probably add a couple bungees. Actually, probably not. But anyways, as you're going down the road when you're checking in your mirrors, just go ahead and, like, I'll run another, I don't like the little bulges like this, so I'll run another shorty from here to here. And I'll probably add one here. But anyways, so that's pretty much it, man. Oh, another thing is key. When you run your bungees, make sure your hooks are facing out. So you don't want your hook facing into your tarp like that. For the obvious, it's going to rip it. So anyways, like I said, have enough tarps, or have enough bungees, man. And that's pretty much it, really. Now, if I had sharp corners on this thing, if it weren't drywall and it were metal, like I got a tarp, the one going to Washington out of Minnesota, or out of Wisconsin on Friday. So all your corners, if it's metal, make sure you put a blanket, man. I need to actually get some more blankets. I don't have enough blankets. But anywhere where there's a sharp corner, man, you really should have a blanket. Or carpeting or cardboard. You don't necessarily have to, I see it, I hear some guys, oh, I didn't have any blankets. Well, a lot of shippers and receivers have, or a lot of shippers have cardboard. Stick some cardboard up underneath there. Towels, if you got towels in your truck. I mean, I've used towels before. Anyways, it's better than having holy ass tarps. You can see my tarps are clean, and I've had these for a minute. So, anyways, I mean, you will get rips here and there. But anyways, that's pretty much it, man. I'm going to go ahead and clean up. It's been a long day, man. So, it's been here a couple hours. Actually, I've been here quite a few hours already. So, anyways, please like and subscribe to the channel. Like I said, it's for Josh. Please like and subscribe to the channel. Ciao.